Hello, my name is Honey, and welcome to day 1 of building Varesa. Over the next week or so, I'm hoping to take my Varesa from 0 to hero, but we'll see how close to hero we can get in a week. I'm not expecting much, considering I did get her on impulse and I have almost nothing pre-farmed for her, but hopefully we can at least make her usable. My goal right now is to ascend her as much as I can with the materials that I have on hand, and then hopefully getting her to level 90 before focusing on her talents and artifacts. Because I haven't built any Natline characters prior to this, I should have a good amount of talent books to be able to use on Varesa already, and shouldn't need to farm the talent domain very much at all. Her artifacts are unfortunately going to be a completely different story because I haven't farmed in that domain literally at all, so I'll be needing to build her a full set completely from scratch. But anyways, without any further ado, let's go. Like I said before, I did get Varesa on impulse, so I have pretty much nothing saved for her beyond what I got from her story quest, which was, I think, enough to get her up to level 50 or 60. I don't have a weapon prepared or leveled for her, and like I said, her artifacts are gonna need a lot of help, a lot of work. I'm pretty hopeful that we'll be able to get her up to level 90, her talents at least up to level 8, and hopefully at least a moderately decent artifact set within the week. But before we worry about literally any of that, let's just level her as much as we can for now. And it looks like level 60 is where we're going to be stopping for now. Honestly, I think that's pretty good considering I only used the resources that I got from her story quest. I'll claim my 2 wishes and move on to her weapon. I have a Wood Scythe ready for her, not leveled of course, but I was also considering giving her the Sacrificial Jade. The only reason that I am going to hold off on that though is because she already scales on crit rate, so I think a crit damage weapon would be a lot more beneficial. The artifact situation is, as I said earlier, not very good. The only artifact that I have is a flower that I got from completing the Spiral Abyss and getting the artifact boxes. I think it's pretty good, but I haven't rolled it and honestly I'm kind of scared too. She is C0 and her talents are obviously all at level 1, but like I said earlier, I have a really good amount of the talent books on hand already from just exploring Natland, so I'm hoping that I won't have to farm the domain too much. And actually, let's go ahead and just level her talents up as much as we can while we're already here. That is her talents up to 4, 4, and 4, which is pretty good. And that is all that I can do for Varesa as of now. I'm pretty close to being able to ascend her up to level 70 though, so let's go ahead and fight her boss a couple of times and get that done. And with that, we have enough to ascend Varesa to level 70. Honestly, this is going a lot better than expected. I've never built a character this fast unless I had fully pre-farmed for them beforehand, so this is really nice. Let's go ahead and get her talents leveled up a little bit more since we've ascended her again. And that brings all three of them up to a nice even 6. Because I am in need of more expeditiously, and I'm also chronically impatient, I'm going to be testing Varesa out right now as I farm some more leylines. I understand this team is probably not a good team for her, but I don't really have a dedicated team built up for her yet, and also she's not really fully built, so it doesn't really matter. I mostly just want to see how she feels in-game, beyond her character trial, of course, and just have fun with her. Yeah, she's definitely not doing very good damage, but again, she doesn't even have an artifact set on right now, so I wasn't expecting much from her. She really is very fun, though. Now that we have enough Mora to level her, we need the materials. I have enough of the crystals to be able to craft what we need, but I will need to farm for the boss drops as well as her flowers. I'd definitely rather farm the flowers right now, so let's go do that. And with that, we have enough flowers to get her past level 80, partially to level 90. So let's go ahead and focus on the boss drops. Fighting that boss is honestly kind of a pain. It takes forever, but we're done now, so let's go ahead and craft the crystals that we need for Ascension level 80. And there we go. She's now level 80 and we are well on our way to getting her to level 90. I already have most of what I need. We'll just need to get a couple more boss drops and flowers. And I'll go ahead and claim the final wish. I was planning on getting the rest of the boss drops that we need today, but instead I kind of would rather farm for artifacts, so that's what we're doing. Maybe it's the gambler in me, but honestly farming for anything other than artifacts, like doing world bosses and getting talent books, none of that is ever very fun for me, so I like to break it up little by little by throwing in a bit of what I like to farm, aka artifacts, in the mix so that I don't get too bored. Out of all the runs that we did, the only artifact worth leveling is still the flower that I had originally, so let's go ahead and level that up. Elemental Mastery wouldn't have been my first choice, but it's okay. Crit rate, however, I'm very happy to see. I think I have a piece in here that I can fodder. Yeah, this one is not very good. And that way we can get all the leveling done and out of the way. It's okay. Okay. As punishment for those horrible rolls, I'm going to have Varesa fight her own boss this time. Honestly, that was really not that bad. That might have been less painful than the GÐ team that I was bringing. Huh. Alright, we have enough of her boss materials now. All we need to get are her flowers, and luckily for me, they have just respawned in my world. And that is level 90 Varesa. Honestly, this experience has been really painless. I thought that I would have to spend a lot longer farming than I did, but luckily because of the materials from the character story quest, I was able to get her fully ascended really quickly. All we need to do now is level her, and we're out of Mora. Should have seen that coming. Okay, we are back, and now we have a fully level 90'd Varesa. Now we can focus on the other aspects of her build, like her artifacts, her talents, and her weapon. Regarding her weapon, off camera I actually swapped her level 1 Woodsith out with the level 80 Woodsith that I had on my Nevelet to save resources. I do however want to get the Woodsith all the way up to level 90 before we proceed with artifacts, so let's go. Also off camera I ended up adding a bunch of hodgepodge artifacts I had laying around to Varesa, mostly just so I can see what kind of damage she's dealing right now. She is level 90 and her talents are not maxed out, but definitely not terrible, so I wanted to bring her into the weapon domain just so I can get a little bit of an idea of what damage I should be expecting from her. Please ignore the scuffed rotation and frankly scuffed team that I have right now. It's not anything that's set in stone and mostly just so that I can test her damage. Which, by the way, is looking really good for her not having an actual set and her talents being kind of low still. I'm pretty sure that's all the materials that we needed for the weapon, so let's go to the crafting table and check. And yes, there was definitely enough. I think almost exactly enough, which is really nice. And since I already had the other materials needed for the weapon, we are able to get that fully ascended to level 90 now. With that done and out of the way, all we really need to worry about now are her artifacts. Today I am lucky enough to be joined by my lovely friend Faust. They're here helping me because the new event just dropped, the Overflowing Favor, which is a bonus event where you get double the rewards for artifacts, which is exactly what we need. So let's go! I can't remember if we've ever had a double artifact drop event. I know that we get them for talent books and for weapon materials, but I think this might be the first time that we've ever had it for artifacts, or at least it's the first time that I can remember. I was pretty unlucky with the amount of artifacts that I got that are even moderately useful, but hopefully since Frost is still here, we'll be able to get a little bit lucky in the rolls at least. I got a pretty mediocre feather, no goblets or circlets, a flower that rolled really poorly, and an attack percent sand that just rolled pretty poorly again. Energy recharge is not bad. I'm hoping it'll roll all crit, because if it does then I'll take it, and honestly it'll be a pretty good piece. But if it I mean, maybe it'll roll crit for the last two, and then, you know, it'll still be okay. Never mind. Moving on. I think the only other sand is an energy recharge sand, which honestly I don't even think that she could really use that, and it doesn't matter because I'm out of Mora. Great. Okay, I've got a couple of more pieces that I can roll. Hopefully they will roll well, but I don't have my hopes very high. This feather is double crit, so I'm hoping that no matter what I put into it, it rolls well. Okay. I mean three rolls into defense. Like, you're actually joking. You're having a laugh because there's no way. 3 other useful stats, and that's... Get this thing out of my face, you're joking. At least let this roll well, please. Like, let the sacrifice not be in vain. I don't even know what to say at this point. Maybe this will work as an off-piece? Maybe? Or even for Yansan? No. No? Okay. I give up. I'm just gonna level the energy recharge piece even though I don't think she can even use it. Come on! On like the one piece that I don't think she could really even utilize very well, it rolls crit. You're actually joking. You're actually joking. Come on. Oh. It rolled honestly really well. Thanks, Genshin. Might as well put it on. Thank you, Genshin. Luckily, it's only been a couple of days and we still have a whole week to get a full set on her, but with the luck we've been having, I'm not as hopeful as I was. I have, however, in this time been able to get a full set, not a great set, but a full set of the Cinder City artifacts for my Yansan, so that's nice. Meanwhile, my Varesa's artifacts still look like this. Taking a break from the artifacts, I'm gonna go ahead and focus on Varesa's talents for a little bit. I have almost just enough to get her fully up to 888, which is my goal. So we're gonna go ahead and hop into the talent domain since it's open today and get the rest of the books that we need. I was gonna bring my Varesa team, but it looks like it wants Cryo and Hydro, so I'll just bring my Freeze team instead. Honestly, I think just those few runs was enough to get me to where I need to be. So let's go to the crafting bench so that I can make all of the gold books that I need. And I believe that is enough to get us up to 888. The only thing that I really need to worry about now is the weekly boss drop, but I think I have enough Dream Solvent to get us to where we need to be as long as I get one. So let's go see if we can get one. I'm curious, do any of you co-op your weekly bosses? I know a lot of people do them solo, but I really like co-oping for weekly bosses. I don't know why, I think, enjoy the camaraderie. And honestly, it was really fun to bring Varesa in this time. She actually did a pretty good job holding her own. And we were lucky enough to get the boss trap that we needed. Let's go. We should be able to get all of her talents up to level 8 now, which is probably where I'm gonna leave them. So let's go ahead and do that. Yay! Oh, right. Okay, to the crafting bench we go to to craft the boss materials that we need. Luckily, I had quite literally just enough Dream Solvent to get that done, and now we can get the talents up to levels 888. Yay! Varesa is fully ascended to level 90, her weapon is also fully ascended to level 90, and her talents are now at 888, which I think is a pretty good stopping point. All we have to worry about now are her artifacts. I did a bit of farming off camera and was able to get a pretty nice feather. Hopefully it will roll at least moderately decently. I've really been having some crummy luck with these artifacts, so almost anything is gonna be good for me. Even if it rolls kind of poorly, it'll still be good. Like, I mean, that's not terrible. Only one roll into defense is not that bad as long as it rolls crit again. And it does! See, we're turning the luck around. Look at that. That's nice. Beautiful. A very nice feather. Finally. And we now have 3 of 4 pieces that we need. I feel like I practically live in this domain now. Like, I feel like I should be paying this domain rent. I am in here chronically, and I am getting almost nothing in return for it. Which, I mean, that's part of the gamble. That's why I like artifact farming, is because you never know what you're gonna get. Still, I'm hoping to have this video wrapped up pretty soon, so I might have to start getting a little bit less picky about which artifacts I'm accepting. At this point, all I need is a circlet or a goblet, so I'll probably take pretty much whatever I can get. Honestly, I think Yansan has stolen all of Varesa's artifact luck. I was able to get a pretty decent set put together for her, which is awesome because I really want to build her up to use in my Varesa team. They're pretty much made for each other, so the sooner that I can get Yansan built and leveled for Varesa, the better. Most of her artifacts didn't roll very well, but her feather and her timepiece did roll pretty nicely. I think I could stand to have a bit more energy recharge on her, but otherwise I think she's gonna be pretty solid once she's fully leveled. Varesa, on the other hand, is fully leveled and still isn't all that solid, unfortunately. She does finally have a full 4-piece set of Obsidian Codex, but the pieces aren't that great. Her flower is okay. Her feather is honestly pretty nice. And her sand is pretty good, but it is energy recharge instead of attack percent, which would be honestly a lot better. She has an off-piece goblet because I just could not for the life of me get a decent electro goblet on set, but that's okay. The real problem is this. It's so bad. I really hate it. Like a lot. But it does complete her set, which is really all she needs. Honestly, it could be worse. She could have much worse artifacts. I got off pretty easily, even though it was challenging, and even though I was frustrated, I'm really proud of where we're leaving her build off at. I was also able to get a full set of pretty decent artifacts for my Yansan, which is really nice. I'm hoping to have her built and ready to be in a team with Varesa very soon. Overall, my build probably could have been a little bit better. I think in the future I'm gonna keep farming that domain because I could use better artifacts for both Varesa and Yansan. But for now, honestly, I'm pretty happy with where everything's at. I am content with the artifacts that I got for Yansan, and I'm happy enough with Varesa's build. I think she's really, really strong, and most importantly, she's really, really fun. I haven't had this much fun playing a character in quite a while. And that brings us to the end of the video. I do of course wish that things had gone a little smoother and that I'd have been able to show a slightly stronger and better built Varesa, but I honestly am pretty content with where she's at. I had a lot of fun building her, and honestly I'm having a lot of fun playing her, and that's really all that matters. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!